I can tell who's going to be the bust in most drafts because it's can your game translate to the next level?
You okay?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Always breathing.
The last time we talked, you were coming out of a fire, and then today you're coming out of another fire, and
Who coming out of fire? Like a firefighter?
no, the
Oh, oh, yeah.
yeah.
No, whoa. When you say me coming out of fire, I ain't coming out of nothing.
Proximity to.
Yeah, but the best thing about proximity is I got a suit on. Got a firefighter suit on.
Okay.
Anti-burn. No.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. I didn't know what to say. You can't tell a man how to respond, right? That's one thing you can't do. When they feel a certain way, right? Whatever actions you put, if that person wants to respond, that person wants to respond. So, there's just details in it where, the video itself, where the guy was saying it, he wasn't actually working with us yet with Gil's Arena. He was reading comments. And so this was a few years ago. So he was reading.
Oh, this isn't
Yeah,
recent. This isn't recent.
it wasn't recent. It was pushed to Kenyon like it actually was recent, but it wasn't a recent thing. He wasn't on the staff, and I guess he was like defending me in a sense, and he was reading comments and going off the comments, and then he said that about Kenyon.
Okay.
And then after the fact, he met Kenyon when he came and started working for the company and stuff like that, and him and Kenyon became good. So, the people who held on to it, been, oh, we're going to do this. We're going to get it to Kenyon. And then, I guess since it came, to light, like, oh, we have the video. And then that's when he tried to apologize to Kenyon. So but since Kenyon never seen it, he just thought, oh, yeah, well, don't worry about it. Now, he's seeing it and, so now he thinks, oh, yeah, I had you in my house, had you in my family, my kids, so it's one of those things where it's like, well, no, and it was before. And I had to check, because, my dad, watches all that down below level content where they down there beefing, doxing each other, recording, they, edit, make it look certain ways. So my dad was like, no. I watched that episode because I was like, ooh, wait, whoa, so he was,
I gotta check. Yeah.
My pop said, hey, no, it was not near. He was lit this when he was living here.
Yeah. Okay.
I was confused. Like, yeah. When he started saying I had a family, we all looking like I had family. I was around the kids. I was around the family. Like, who is he talking about? What we do?
I think what's that Tyra Banks thing? Raise your hand if you were afraid. I was afraid watching it live. I'm taking notes for the day.
Mm-hmm. I dropped my.
All of a sudden I stopped. I said, hold on, what did I do?
Yeah, we was all like, and when you start reading it, everybody's like, oh, it wasn't me. Okay, cool. I mean, at that point, we didn't care what was happening, long as it wasn't us. It's kind of like this side of the room, because I was sitting like, I don't remember saying anything, but who knows? And then he called somebody else in. I'm like, oh shit, is he like gonna like second it? and then they started reading. I'm like,
and I knew things were good.
Huh?
I knew things were good because he never stood up. If Kenyon would have stood up, that's when I was gonna be like, oh man, okay, hold on now.
Yeah, I was more afraid then. Like you calm and just sitting down, like you have no fear, like there's nothing. Like if you, I did it, and then just ran off. He didn't worry about none of that. But
it is what it is.
It's just it's I didn't I haven't talked to um, George, but I remember when George not when he said it, but when it started coming back up, I'm like, yo, what's hey? And then I was like, well, you're around King now. You gotta let him know.
Face that, yeah.
It's one of those things. So he did try to apologize to Kenyon. I guess Kenyon didn't know what he's talking about, so the apology really didn't mean anything. I guess that's I can't comment on stuff like that. I can't intervene on things like that because it's like I don't know what's going on. I don't know your conversations you guys had. I don't know your relationship you guys had. All I can do is, hey, as long as ain't nobody trying to throw no punches, if you got to get it off your chest, got to get it off your chest. And then, when I was driving home, I was thinking like, did he have to do it on Gil's Arena? And then it's like, well, if this entity did it live, how can I say you can't do it live? No matter the audience, you know what I mean? It's
I didn't see a problem with that. People thought that there was like, oh, why would he do this on? I'm like, come on now, it makes sense. It makes sense.
you put it like this. I can't say it was wrong. I can't say it was right. Like I'm really on the fence of this. Like it's like, okay, his was live. Okay, 100 people, right? No one's seen this, right? It's just those guys clipped it and kept it, right? So you could address it on YouTube, could address it, but if you decided to address it here, I can't say, well, hey, that's fucked up. I can't. That's not my place. That's
Okay,
what I said. I can't tell you how to react on something.
let's do this. Let's do this. All right. If I make a clip about you
Mhm.
and you see it, and then you want to bring it to me, let's not do it while we're doing the recording. Let's do it offline.
Well, the difference between that is, motherfucker, you get to edit. That's the difference. You get to edit out, so you really got to worry about it.
I'll leave it in. Fuck it, I'll leave it
Fuck it, I'll leave it in. Put my chest
in.
up.
Yeah.
Nah, but you know what? You know what it is. I don't know if it got. I don't know if it got clipped out.
It
Um.
it did, but by the time it happens
Well,
live, so
then it's dumb. It's
yeah.
worthless to us now, in the sense of this. What happened was real.
Uh-huh.
It was a real thing, real emotions, right? Real reactions. Why would you take it off of our platform from us getting 600,000, 700,000 views and everybody else is going to get it? Right. So now we're editing. We're editing true feelings.
Yeah.
Right. One man felt hurt, the other man is feeling. I'm sorry. I tried. Even though you didn't see it, I still tried to make it right. Something I did when I wasn't here. I didn't know you. We've never met. Right. I judged you. I made fun of you. And then when I got to know you, like, oh hell, shit. This is a good dude. Hey, I'm trying to make it right. So that's real. That's a real situation.
And for what it's worth, I think it now looks worse than I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I don't know if he's gonna be there tomorrow or not. He probably will be, but
Yeah.
it looks worse than what it would be now, simply due to the fact that 10 seconds after the show finished, it was cut out. So I don't know, man. It is what it is. What's the weather like over there?
It was hot. It was hot. Woo! Listen, I drop my candy and everything. Oh shit.
Not. I'm talking literally about in LA. What's the
Literally,
weather
it was
like?
hot in there. If you was there, you would have known it was hot.
Oh my god. Okay.
Shit.
Well, let's keep going. People want to know, Gil. We're starting off strong. We're starting off hot. Are you a person who wears a phone case on your phone, or are you raw dogging your phone? Case, no case.
I got protection.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's good.
But I was a raw dogger.
I don't know
Oh,
how.
I don't know what, but I don't know if my wife did this, but I don't know. But usually I'm.
Phones are mad slippery these days. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Um. All right. So I was gonna ask, have you been? But you had to have been. You been
Yeah,
keeping up with some of the college hoops?
yeah, well, yeah, of course.
I told you
I
this
mean,
is my.
listen, I'm not really into the JV. I'm really not into the JV, but because my son plays, it made me watch a little bit more than I would because I'm college basketball is exactly what it is. It's just college basketball. Um, None of it is real in a sense of who's going to be great at the next level, right? The college basketball cannot dictate that because the landscape of college is for college basketball. Here, all pros, right? You might be playing against an opponent who's not a pro basketball player.
Yeah.
So what you're doing, what you're doing out there is irrelevant to the big picture. So it's more like, I watch it for the excitement, but evaluating, I look for the bone. I look for bones. What are the bones to this person?
Mm.
It was like house. So let me. Is the bones? Is the structure good? Then we can work with it.
Well, what did the bones tell you about Darius Acuff Jr.,
Mm-hmm.
the brother that won the well, they took Arkansas to win the SEC championship, but in those last couple games,
Mm-hmm.
championship get 30 and 11, 24 and 7, 37 and 5, 28 and 13, ran through the SEC, Gil.
Mm-hmm.
Ran through the SEC. Did you see any of them?
Yeah, I watched him. He had 50 about a month ago, right?
Yeah, something crazy. Yeah, he had a crazy
Yeah.
game about a month ago. They got him. They putting him into them conversations. They got him that 1 through 4. They having those conversations now.
Who's having those conversations?
You know the talking heads. We gotta talk about that's what
Oh,
the
oh,
fun part
oh,
is,
oh,
bro.
outside talking heads. Okay.
Yeah. You still not
As he should. I mean, as he should be.
yeah.
You can't do that much damage and not be considered a top 5 pick. Right? That would be wrong. That wouldn't be basketball like.
That's okay.
So he needs to get the love and all the respect that he's been doing and giving out there. That's only right.
We also have what is this? Whoa. We also have the AP All American first team.
Uh-huh.
I think this is gonna have you seen it or not? Because I wanna play a game if you haven't seen it.
No.
Okay. If you could give me 3 names that you think are on this team. 3 names.
On what team?
The first team, AP All
American.
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 Yeah, All American.
AJ. Boozer.
Okay.
Peterson should be.
No,
He's the only one that's not.
he's not.
Yeah. See, it was because of he played half the season, half the game,
Mhm.
which kind of tells you how fucking good he is. If he plays half the game and he's still doing what he does. Like, go on. See, now that's what I'm talking about. Where the next level minds are very different from college minds.
Mhm.
If this is what he's doing in what would he have been if he played the same amount of minutes as everybody else? So I mean, Cuff has to be on there then.
He's on there.
Okay, so I got 3. I'm 3 for 4.
3 for 4. Last 2, JT Toppin, who I
Don't
believe
know.
is
Oh,
related to
JT
Obi Toppin.
Young Toppin?
Yeah, Young Toppin.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I think he plays forward out of Michigan, Yaxel Lindenberg.
Axel Foley. Okay, it doesn't matter, right? What year is he?
He's a junior.
Okay.
You know, The good college guy. But I'm proud of everybody that made the first team.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, we might. This year we might have a actual next level superstar that wins College Player of the Year. Because usually, who wins College Player of the Year? They usually trash when they get to the NBA, or they don't live up to, that title, because usually it's an older guy. So we might get one of them freshmen that might win it. And usually I think most of the freshmen who's won it actually was super studs at the next level.
It might end up being Cam. He's had an undeniable season, but AJ also had a great tournament too. 40,
Yeah, so
27, 26. He's dishing the ball. He's doing it all.
That's what you do. Put the ball in your best players' hands and let them go to work.
Yeah. Last thing on the college side, because I saw, and I had to bring it up. You didn't go into 100% detail, but when you sat down with Rome and Jason Williams, there was a conversation as to what Elijah was gonna do.
Oh, yeah. No, it was more like, he wants to show the world what he can do. Right? He wants to lead it in scoring. You're talking about a guy who filled every big shot or big opportunity that he had. Something happened. Right? USA Basketball broke his foot, before he cut the cast off to go try out, was the last cut. Right. Then, he ended up making reclass, ended up making a McDonald's All-American game. Right. And then from there, tragic things happened to the point where, he never got to get his stride, start the season off. He's, had to have surgery. Then, he gets, how did it work out? Like, because I remember he was getting ready to play, and I was like, wait, what do you mean you playing? Like, are y'all practicing? It's like, nah. Like, so how are you getting in shape? So I had to try to get him in shape, get him in rhythm, right? And then I can see he still kind of had a little lag in that push off. And I was like, yo, what are y'all doing to get the lag out? And then, we spent another week, like just running one leg on a treadmill just to get it back up to speed. So he didn't really have no 5-on-5. The first 5-on-5 was the actual games, because where the team was, they was in, towards the end of the season. So trying to go back to the beginning of the season and doing all these line drills and running, getting into shape, you can't penalize the team for that. So he felt that he really didn't get to show what he really was about. So, the thought of, coming back for his sophomore year, but his actual class year is a possibility. But at the end of the day, NBA workouts and going up against other top tier talent is what's going to dictate where you get drafted. Right. You're talking about 6'7", 7-foot wingspan, right? Can jump, shoot, creativity, out the wazoo. When he works out and they're putting him through workouts, and now you got to match him up one-on-one with other super talents, you have a different story. So yeah, you can go in there and say, yeah, let me test the process. And then they're like, well, shit, you're a top 5, top 10 pick. So now it's on his, are you going to go or stay? It's what's important. You can't, it's just one of those things where, you have to make that decision. You go, you test the market, see what it's looking like. But your actual class is next year.
Yeah.
Right. So, it's not like it hurts you, to come back to school next year.
You'd be right where you really were in the first place.
Yeah.
14 games in total. That includes the one tournament game. I agree. We couldn't really get a look at him. Only reason why I really ask is because, one, people were sending me that clip, and I know that was big conversation. And two, even though I think the sentiments have changed a little bit, people always say like, "Oh well, if you are this highly touted guy and you don't go one and done, then that's a death sentence for you. That's a bad mark on you going forward. But I agree. I don't think it's a bad thing if he does want to come back.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that's just like I don't. I think people think the stats really matter at the next level. Your college stats, you're playing against other college kids, and most colleges, you're not going against top tier talent, in your position itself, right? You're playing a defense that doesn't get played at that next level. So you can be a great guard, and then the next level you're not even a basketball player, right? You can be an average college player and be an NBA superstar, right? It's about what is your attributes, right? Some kids are NBA players, not college players. Some kids are college players, not NBA players, right? So so when you see some of your favorites wash out in the NBA, and you're like, how come he didn't make it? He was a college player. You needed zones, you needed this, and that's that's not the same. Some guys is like, well, you're dominant in college, but in the NBA, this position, you're a regular athlete in this position, right? So that's that's a lot of things that will happen. Like, from my experience, I can tell who's going to be the bust in most drafts, right? Because can your game translate to the next level? The next level means, do you have freakish athleticism? If you are a great shooter, can you actually get your own shot if you're a guard? Like, do you need a lot of pick and rolls? Can you beat your man? Are you fast? Are you quick? Do you have handles to separate from lockdown defenders? Are you long enough to play multiple positions? Right? Athletic. What is your skill? What are you really talented at? Post up God, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're a one-on-one player, for the most part, one-on-one player and you can shoot, the next level is yours.
Do you remember, last thing on this? If you remember a guy during your time, whether it be high school or when you were in college, coming out of college, that was a big guy in college at that level, but then when you guys got to the league, it just didn't click for them? Something didn't shake out?
Only thing I can only think about the names in my class. Who is my top 10? Top. I mean, because I'm like, okay, I know DeMar, but I mean, accident.
In high school?
Oh yeah, he was little Jesus.
Little Jesus. DeMar
Yeah,
Johnson?
yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, I never
Sir.
heard of that.
Yes.
Oh,
He was a 6'9" PG forward, but it was the PG, right? It had fast twitch, like he had the DC hezzy, like he played that at 6'9". Can shoot this shit. Like, I seen him like when the DC assault team came to Los Angeles, and the things he was doing to everybody was like, yo. Like, anytime DC assault came, I went to go watch him play. That's how good he was from sophomore, like before I even got popping, right? I remember we was there to watch. My dad took me to the tournament to watch. I think it was Pump and Run. It was not Pump and Run, but it was Baron Davis. It was Baron Davis was there, and a guard by the name of Kenny Bruner. They were there playing, so we was there to watch them. And then you just waiting, you look into the other court. And then you just seeing some guy do this behind the back. It was just one of those and then threw it behind the back and then came down the lane. Boom, like, what was that? Went to the court and then looked at the player, looked at his thing. Sophomore. And then from there, you know what I mean? So, but the injury hurt him, but somebody who just flat out didn't.
it just didn't click, whatever reason, at the next level.
Probably my class, Joseph Forte was supposed to have been good. mid-range demon. Like I don't remember. I don't know my top 10 because I was 99, so I only once I broke 100, I was yeah, I made it.
Oh, I do see Joseph Forte average 21, 6, and 4 at UNC his sophomore year.
Yeah, see.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Who that is? I need to go back and look.
Yeah, but I mean, even from my draft class, those top guys, I had a lot of high school kids. There was a lot of potential that was drafted. Not necessarily like they were proven, commodities at that moment in time.
Makes a lot of sense. Let's keep it going then.
But yeah, just moving up on a draft board. Remember, those are scouts. Not I don't know who does the draft board, but that's not NBA. The NBA is not doing the draft board.
No,
that's regular ass people.
Yeah, it's opinion. It's an opinionated thing.
Yeah, it's just regular ass people. It helps, but that's why when y'all go to the draft and the draft happens, y'all see a whole bunch of names y'all never heard before. Yeah, because this is called workouts. And motherfuckers get to cook it in the workouts.
Yeah. I know y'all talked about it a little bit earlier. Lakers Rockets played the other night.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a good game. LeBron is playing out of body again. I know did you see him on the floor the other night? I can't remember. They was playing Denver.
Mm-hmm.
On the floor for the ball.
Yeah. You got to do little things, man. Playoff time.
He's 41.
I know. I couldn't get down there. I can't get down. I couldn't get down there at 32.
He looked like it. He was rolling over too, like,
God save me. Save me. You know how much, I can only imagine the things he had to sacrifice out of his life just to be able to keep playing basketball. You're talking about sugar, liquor. There's things he had to probably just take out just to keep the acid level down in his body.
Yeah. He don't know the last time he ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Okay, but they play the Rockets.
Mm-hmm.
They end up beating the Rockets pretty good. The three horsemen, Bron with 18, Luka with 36, Austin Reeves with 15. That's not what everybody's talking about. They're talking about that other side, right? Rockets, not very good performance, specifically 24 turnovers.
Yeah.
24 turnovers. And at one point in time, it seemed like the Lakers had figured out, hey, if we get the ball into anybody else's hands besides Kevin Durant,
they can't do nothing.
You said it. I didn't. You said it.
No, it's a fact. In fact, some of these guys have been so used to being, I call it zoo fed. Mm-hmm. Some of these guys are becoming zoo animals in a sense where you forgot how to hunt. The food comes to you so easy, right? That you don't have to go out there and hunt. So because of KD and Sangoon out here doing, you got Amen Thompson coming in, giving you passes, you just get to sit in the corner and fling it, right? When you're wide by yourself open. When Sangoon is out, KD's getting double. Now you got to make a decision to do something. Go get your own meal. Now you overthinking. Now you're doing a whole bunch of things that you haven't done all season. Dribbling, thinking, passing, doing extra shit. Now you don't know what to do because you haven't been, like KD getting double. It's hard to double if there's Sangoon. It's hard to double Sangoon if KD's on the floor, right? So there's things that hasn't happened many times. So now that it's happening, it kind of shows its face.
So explain that to me just a little bit more, because I think that us as fans have a problem understanding that concept. So right, somebody's getting doubled. Maybe you set a screen for somebody, you roll off the screen, they got to kick it to you. What is going on right there that short roll guy or the guy that's getting the ball in that situation can't process what's in front of them to make a good play.
Oh, okay. How about this? Who's the short roll guy now? Clint Capella?
Last night, yeah.
All right. So let's take Clint Capella, right? We seen him with James Harden, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything he did with James Harden, he did what? Dunk. Dunk, layup. Dunk, layup, dunk, layup. Trae Young. Dunk, layup, dunk, layup, layup, dunk, layup, dunk, layup. Now, you get double and we throw it back to you at the three-point line. Oh, there's no dunk layup right there. Now, dribble and go make a play for somebody else. What the hell does that mean? Right? You would think that, oh, he's an NBA player. He's supposed to do that. Well, if you haven't been doing that your whole career, now going in there and making the right decision, okay, he's going to come over here. Because now he's the point guard, right? He's not the center anymore. He's the point guard. Now he has to go make a play. So unless you have a guy who understands, like if that was Jokic, obviously, Jokic going back. Draymond Green, that's what he was good at, throwing it back there. You have your bigs who actually make a living doing that. And then you put players in situations that that wasn't been their role most of their career, and you're putting them in situations so it's not fluent. Right? It's like Klay Thompson. All right. You play point guard now. Make decisions, come off screens, do all that, run offense. It's not as that's not what he's been used to doing. So he's gonna look awkward doing it. You know, so that's what ends up happening. You know, it's, you know, most likely Kevin Durant's gonna have the most turnover. Yeah. Because, you know, you're trying to make passes that, you know, usually it's just let me pass it right here. Now, you know, this guy can't do nothing, so you're going to try to bypass this guy to throw it. Now you're overthinking.
Yeah.
You know, you're just trying to make plays. You know, this guy's not making shots. It's just, you know, when you're getting doubled, you need your teammates to make the shots and execute the shots so the team can stop doubling. I ain't gonna lie, I used to complain. Oh, yeah. What? Huh?
What you mean?
What do you mean what I mean?
What was you complaining about?
Getting doubled.
Oh my God.
Like imagine being an NBA player making tens of millions of dollars and your player don't want to guard you and come and guarding me and you ain't gonna do nothing about it? Oh, that's embarrassing. Hey, nah. Oh no! Hey man, you better go talk. Hey man, don't leave me like that. Don't disrespect me like that. Don't leave me like I'm just weak out here, right? I get paid $10 million for what I do. Like that's how you're supposed to feel. My man going to leave me, meaning I'm the weakest nigga here to go run double another guy, and then when it come to me, they be like, oh nah, he ass. Nah, no, nah. Hey, you better shoot that. I don't care if you open 20, shoot. You better let them know you shooting. You better shoot it. Nah, don't. I throw it to you. You hesitate to throw it right back. Nah, man. You gotta be. Nah, you better get in that goddamn gym, work on your shots so people don't leave you. It's embarrassing.
I think that's why I'm so valuable in
Embarrassing. Embarrassing. You know, think about what I'm saying.
I hear you.
Like I imagine I'm sitting here and we playing 5, and I'm getting ready to get him out, and your man leaves you. He don't care about you no more, and come get the ball out my hand, hoping I pass it to you. For you to be like, to give it right back to me. Like, come on, man. Like, nah, this is the next level, man. That's the real pride. Like your man leave you, you better make him pay. That's where your pride needs to stand. Like your man, you be like, yo, right here, give me that. And I'll wait for him. Get back over here. I got to show you something. Nah, I've been in the corner because that's our offense. But don't never get it twisted like I ain't that guy. Yeah, I mean, come get this work. That's when you should be allowed to 1-4 flat somebody. Yeah, whatever offense y'all was running at that time, your man leave you, and hey, give me that. No, come on over here. Now everybody get down. Let me show him. Let me show him what I really do, how I got to this league. Hit your shot, and then be like, you know what? Let's go back to regular offense again. Yeah.
I think that's what makes me so valuable in pickup. Cause I'm like a 5'8" Draymond, you know. I can make that decision. If they do double the guy, they throw it to me, right? And then I can I can hit a little floater.
So you can't shoot. You said everything but hit the shot, right?
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
In the off season, and we're gonna do this. I'm stamping that we're gonna do this. We need to get my shot back. I lost my shot. I don't know what happened. So we need to get my shot back. We being me and you. Me and you. Yes, me and you.
Let's just be honest, man. You probably never had no damn shot, bro. If you over here, because I can tell you this for sure. Nobody turns into Draymond Green overnight. Either you was Draymond Green, or you was a shooter who lost a shot, but you still shoot. No one just wakes up as a shooter, then turns Draymond Green. Your ass has always been a hustle defense. You've been Busy Bee on Sunset Park. Is that you? Hey, that's you out there, huh? Just hustling, just playing defense. Oh man, say it ain't.
I'll have you know, Draymond said the other day that he was a guy who you could just sign him up for 30. He walk into the gym, you sign him up for 30. So
24-hour fitness?
Hey, oh my God. Yeah. Okay.
No, I seen the clips of Draymond in college. He was a go-to guy. Yeah, I seen it.
Sometimes I can't.
Shit, Patrick Beverly averaged 37 in high school. No, they're that. You know, when you get to the NBA, there's roles, and then there's called people who do this. And sometimes, no matter what your stats say, he do it better. They look better when he do it.
Also, out of that Rockets game came two interesting conversations. I thought I need you to be the one to answer them.
Okay.
LeBron has this clip. Where is this clip at? So somebody asked Kevin Durant who what the best version of LeBron was.
The best version of LeBron.
Best, toughest player he had to guard in his career. Let me say this. He said that LeBron was the toughest player he had to guard. And then somebody asked LeBron which version of KD was the hardest to guard.
The Miami version of you was the hardest player he ever had to guard. Are any versions of Kevin, would you say, the hardest player that you've had to guard?
Shit. I mean, every version. I mean, he continues to just get better and better and better. I mean, obviously him in Golden State was super dynamic because you just couldn't put multiple bodies in front of him because of the threat of Clay and Steph at all time. So that was super dynamic, and also his time in Brooklyn too. When obviously a little bit of the smaller sample, but when Kyrie and James was out there, you couldn't put multiple bodies. Anytime you can't put multiple bodies in front of a great like that has that ability to score the ball is very, very challenging, And also we had our battles in the finals too. I mean, obviously, listen, even when he was young and, when him and Russ and James, he's never not been great at basketball. So every version.
So the question becomes, Gil, what do you think the best version of LeBron is, and what is the best version of Kevin Durant?
Now, as I'm hearing LeBron break down, what he's saying is every version of these guys have been great, right? Now, trying to pick which one was the greatest version of them, I have to remove the talent. Because what happens is a guy becomes unguardable when you put more talent around him. So when I'm hearing him say when he was with Steph, because you can't double him. When you can't double him, but if you can't double him, but he has Steph, That's not the best version of him because he doesn't have to do Kevin Durant type shit, right? He don't have to do that. Same thing with LeBron. When you put LeBron with Kyrie, Dwayne Wade, and Miami version of LeBron is not the best version of LeBron.
Oh, wow.
Because he had help. He had help. Meaning, the best version for me is when we all have to triple, quadruple team you and you still getting it done. Right? So 05, 06 LeBron, when he's getting doubled and tripled and he's still averaging 31. When KD averaged 32 a game. Think he won an MVP that year? No, did he score a title? No, won an MVP, what, 2013-14? He averaged 32 a game? That's the Kevin Durant. That's the best. Because you're trying to stop him by any means necessary. And his skill level is so high. He's giving you everything. You know what I mean? To me, that's what lets me know your greatness. Your greatness doesn't come like Kobe's greatness wasn't 2009-10. Right? When he won those championships, those two championships, then it wasn't when he won the three. It's when he had that sorry-ass team. The team is getting quadruple team. They're triple teaming them. And he averages 35 a game. That's the best version. And what I mean is, we're trying to stop you by any means necessary. And you're just unstoppable. What you decide to do when you get better players and go win championships, that's the more mature version of you. But that's not the you. Everybody's like, oh shit, we got to guard him today. If you ask anybody if they had to guard a Kobe Bryant and you pick every year, no one's picking the year he averaged 35. Nobody wants no parts of that. No one wants no parts of Kevin Durant MVP year. Nobody wants nothing to do with LeBron James 05, 06. When he's running, jumping over people, running through people, jumping around people, windmilling, looking like fucking NBA Jam, hot zone, and they throwing a lob, and he doing this with the fireball. Nobody want to see none of that. I can tell you, we had to play him in the playoffs. Over there, crab dribbling, lobster dribbling. We don't know what it was. We didn't want no parts of it. I was a track running 10. I was running 10 as a sophomore in 100. Thought I was going to be a track star. And LeBron James coming down the court with the speed was very different. You know what I mean? So, like, Curry, James Harden, man, Westbrook. I mean, there's just years where I don't look at your team surrounding and say, okay, yeah, because we can't scheme for you because you got this person with you, but because you got this person with you, you're not doing it all 100%. So that's not the best version of you. That's not the scariest of you. It's when you're doing it 100, and now we trapping and quadruple teaming, and you got to turn it into 120. Like these years, or like Steph. I think when Steph won the second MVP, right? Was that the year he averaged 30 something?
Second MVP.
It was the second MVP, right? It was that first year he won championship, and then that following year when the chef came out.
Yeah, that's when he averaged 30.
Yeah, that one, you can say is that one or one of these 2020 ones. One of these Stephs was the most dangerous one. The ones he won with Kevin Durant, sit your ass down in third quarter. Nobody, nah. These ones right here where the team start getting a little, little weaker, and he start turning this shit back on. Like, yeah. He's still hitting that night shit. Yeah, the night came in the 2020s. Yeah, putting your ass to bed, Steph.
They starting to unearth some of those LeBron highlights from like the earlier portions of his career. That brother looks crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It looked like he had 2x speed and everybody else is at like 1x.
I've been trying to say it. People be thinking I'm playing. That's why I said, like, I know he's old. I can see the oldness in him. Meaning, I know what he looked like before. These little weak-ass 40-year-old dunks, yeah, they look good to you. But is he, the rims here, his head's here, his arms here. Yeah. Now, I remember a time where he's sitting there doing this in the rim. Yeah, I remember those days when he did jump, no one jumped. No one thought about jumping. Right? So 20 years later, this is what he looks like. That's what he's supposed to look like. Right? It's all guys who got 40-something inch verticals. Josiah Daddy, damn near 65, 67, something. He's still dunking. Super athletes always, they when they come down to earth, earth is our peak. Vince Carter can still dunk right now.
He did recently.
In a suit.
Yeah.
No warm up. Right? Sitting down for 2 hours. It's just freaking natures, man.
When the last time you think you dunked?
Come here.
When the last time you think you dunked?
Like on a 10-foot rim?
Yes, on a 10-foot rim.
When I was playing in the Big Three.
Okay.
Hey, when I was playing in the Big Three, jump off 2. Get up there, you know what I mean? I'll just be honest with you, man, But off the one leg, back 2008, 9, man. Let me just be honest, man. Yeah, I had to start jumping off 2 feet.
Okay. Well,
what's your version of LeBron James?
Okay, so I feel like I have a good perspective because people talk about LeBronto, but when he used to come to Atlanta, that was when the actual show was. That's when he was fooling around dancing on the sideline.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I remember, I think it's that second, after they won the first championship in Miami, the season after that, 27-game winning streak, where he was shooting like 60% from the field.
You one of those Miami, in the team.
But this is what I'm trying to tell you. Because I'm telling you, for whatever reason, the older highlights are unearthing. And it's like starting to wake up, the memory.
His first calf years.
Yes, they do not. People. I'm gonna say this. It's definitely not second stint. I know people do the whole he perfected basketball second stint. Yeah, that's cool and all. Back then, first calf stint, he was doing some crazy, nonsensical takeoffs, steals. The blocks were louder. The chase down blocks were loud, louder. The shots felt crazier because he quote unquote couldn't shoot, and the athleticism, it was
unreal.
Yeah.
Like I want to ask somebody. I guess it's more of Magic. Probably a Magic Johnson is probably one of the only people who can probably Hakeem. I think Hakeem is one of the who can give you a fair assessment. Hakeem, Barkley, and them on which Jordan, winning out of it, which Jordan was the scariest Jordan? The one who averaged 35 that no one can stay in front of because he was just faster, stronger, dunking on everybody, all the extra, all that. Which one? Or the mature one in the 90s, back to the basket. You know what I mean? Like, there's a thing where it's recklessness, right? You have that reckless, that naive, young, I'm unguardable. I can't be touched. That's one. And then you got the mature one that no. You're gonna take this. You're gonna take this slow cooked meal, right? Just it's two different type of killers. I guess it all depends on which one you think is the scariest one. The loud one who's all in your face with it, or the 90s one that's perfected the game, who understands the game. You know what I mean? Like, every moment, it's beautiful. Or do you like the reckless Wreck-It Ralph style?
I think the more that I think about it, for real, it would probably, and this is back to LeBron, but it also applies for MJ. What was that? Second MVP? First MVP, second MVP averaged 29.7. But still like topping in DPOY. But I also remember from that time, Gil, where like you could be seeing a game and LeBron would just do something that would make you like part like I never even seen somebody do no move like this or jump like this, or I think this is that same year there was a lob thrown. Maybe it was Mo Williams or Boobie Gibson, whoever threw the lob, but it was way over the square. Way over the square. Bron goes up, catches it, and just brings it back down. He doesn't even try to dunk it, but he just brings it back down. And the color commentators go silent. They're like, I ain't never seen that before. I ain't never.
Oh, that's the Miami one, huh?
No. That's last year, 2 years in Cleveland.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
It was still a level. It was still fast, but there was also a level of strength that was there. He would do stuff on a nightly basis. Like, I ain't never seen nobody do that before at 6'9". I ain't never seen that before. Folks gotta watch them highlights.
No, you gotta watch those. Listen, I didn't remember. What's so funny is I was going through all my highlight stuff, and I remember when Bron came in, he had to guard me at the shooting guard position. I was a PG, but how our team was, so he was playing shooting guard when he first came in. And then they moved him once he started growing still. People didn't realize LeBron was still growing. Him, like Carmelo. Remember, when a kid comes in at 18, 19, they haven't finished their growth. So some of these kids, whatever they're listed at during camp, these kids are still growing. So some are listed at 6'8", 6'9", and all of 6'11", 7'1". And they don't change it because they don't need to.
That's when they was running around saying he was 250.
265 and all that? Yeah. Yep. Yes. Yes. Yes, all of it. All of 260. I don't give a fuck with nobody. I felt it. Coming down the lane, try to take. You know how you like bump him when they come down the lane? He's coming full speed, and I tried to bump. What's up? I can't feel my whole right side, doc. So I remember in the playoffs. So people, if the playoffs, this is what happened. I just came back. I think so. This is my injury year, so I think it's the second year we played them. I come back, play the first game, had 24. What ends up happening is I take a bump from LeBron, and he messed my wrist up. Right, I'm trying to hold it off, and man, I couldn't feel nothing, and I had to take a Toradol shot. Right, bend over, take it, so I can play. Right, so I need this arm.
Yeah.
What ends up happening is because it takes the numbing away, my knee has no feeling in it, which means I'm not protecting it. And I guess I hyperextended it I hyperextended it, and I had to, felt the pain when it all wore off, and
A bump from LeBron caused all this? Oh my God.
a lot of shit from LeBron tapping me on my chest. I still should sue for that.
Oh my God. Okay.
I can't sue because listen, it turned me into a demon child that next year. But Nick Young still makes fun of me, like it ended my career, and I don't like it.
What's it called? Another thing that came out of that one. Last thing that came out of that one. Conversation about Bron's biggest rival. All these iterations of KD have been, great, but it doesn't mean that we forget about, the Paul Pierces of the world.
That wasn't a rival.
Oh, that wasn't. You don't think that's a rival?
When was it a rival?
You don't think like Bron and Paul had something going on?
When was it a rival? Tell me what year.
Maybe middle of the first half.
Man, tell me what year? Because LeBron came in at 2003, right?
Yeah.
It was in 2003. So don't tell me it became a rival when Paul Pierce got Kevin Garnett and all that. And then that's when it became a rival. A rival means you and him versus each other. Not when your team gets all 10 times better and then now y'all beating on a team that's you're superior in, because I'm pretty sure individually y'all was not rivaling him.
Hold on now.
No, we got to talk about it. If you want to talk about it.
Oh my gosh.
When does a rival start? When your team start, my team start, we're supposed to be a rival. Don't get rival now. Don't get a rival once you got your dogs down. Now we playing in the playoffs and you talk about, it's us.
Okay. See, and because we're not finna let that happen to my guy Paul Pierce. Somebody that's watching the channel that's a Boston Celtics fan. I got the stats, Gil. Okay, so this is
I can't see
all
that.
the head-to-heads of LeBron and Paul Pierce. December 13th, 2003. Bron has 37. Paul Pierce has 41.
Wait, say that again.
LeBron has 37. Paul Pierce has 41.
Now say that out loud to yourself and just think about it.
LeBron James has 37 points.
What's the date?
It's December 13th, 2003.
So he's 18 years old.
No.
Let's put it in perspective. A rookie, 18 years old, had exactly what again?
He had 37.
37. Okay. How many All-Stars did he make? None, right? He just 37. Right? Paul Pierce is already All-Star, All-NBA player. 37. He's a two-time All-Star, two-time All-NBA player when him and LeBron was facing them then. Okay. What you want to tell me now?
I was the next year.
Yeah, you said it now, huh? Because now you're thinking about where he was, huh?
They have their battles. This is even before KG and them came. There's a game where Paul Pierce has 50. LeBron has 43, 12, and 11.
30, tripled up. What year was that?
This is 04. 06.
Okay. All right. Getting better. Okay.
And the score, I'll say this, every time they played, it's been relatively good. It's been relatively good, Gil.
Yeah, 38, 8, and 5. But I think the thing was, I don't know if Paul Pierce teams was good. Right?
I don't think so.
Because we were smashing them too. So, he won 36 games, 45 games, 33 games, 24 games. Yeah. So I guess, it's one of those things, man, just, me taking my bias side of it because, I was in the East and I guess whoever gives you the best bump at your position, I guess you can consider it a rival. So I guess him, T Mac. I mean, it's something you have to ask. You got to ask that player, right? When you're talking about just rivals itself. Like who is their rival? Like who made them go to sleep, no matter what the team record was, because you knew he was coming to play. I know, Bron Mello, that's just, Rookie of the Year awards. One thing they should have had is, so obviously every time he faced LeBron, he's trying to give him that work. And LeBron is like, all right, this is what we're going to do. Let's do it. So, I think their rival was more inner class than it was outer. Most of your rivals are usually inner classes and just something happens. Like Darren Williams and, Chris Paul, until him and Rondo had their little thing. Then it wasn't a rival, it was more beef than a rivalry.
Now, I know you said interclass. You said everything that you just said. That's fine and dandy. I still got to poke the bear.
Poke it.
What about, because I would put Kawhi in that conversation. I think most casuals would put Kawhi
With
in
who?
the conversation. In the rivalry conversation with LeBron. Like that's a perceived rival to LeBron. I'm just saying, saying what they would do, Gil.
When?
What you mean when?
When was the rival with LeBron? What year?
From when he came into San Antonio. Wow.
When he came into San Antonio, what did he do?
Didn't they make it? What? This is his rookie year, right? They go.
Yeah. What did he do his rookie year in San Antonio?
Oh, well, I should say I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, you want to change it?
13-14.
Yeah. Don't change it now. What year was it?
12, 13, 12, 13. That's when they make it to the finals.
12, 13. So he averaged all of 12 points. That's his big rival.
I can't stand you.
No, he averaged 13 the next year, 16, 21. Like which year? What year do you want to jump into the LeBron rival year? Bump your gums. Let's say something.
When he cemented himself as one of the better small forwards in the league.
What year was that?
I think that's year 3 for Kawhi. I know on the stats it don't necessarily.
If it's not on the stats, then it's not real. Because you won Finals MVP, right?
Yes.
Because you won Finals MVP, meaning it's your team is there, and you get the award versus another team. But who are you all year? Not the series, not the 4 games. Like, was you all NBA that year? Or you all star that year? No. Even the next year, Kawhi Leonard won Defensive Player of the Year, Defensive First Team, wasn't an All-Star, wasn't an All NBA player. Which means he wasn't even top 25 in the NBA that year. It's all right, dude. It's all right.
I really was going to.
But look, with all that being said, 1, 2, 3, 4 years in the NBA, a Defensive Player of the Year, first team defense, averaging 16 points a game, wasn't top 25. And what he has done since then. The very not 25 that year, but you are second in MVP votes the following year. Incredible. But ain't no rival.
I really wanted to put
Paul George almost became one.
No, not
but he ended up getting hurt. That year where it was him versus LeBron. That was a rivalry brewing. Now that was a rivalry that would have been good because Paul George was a skilled player, and he let LeBron know, hey, I got this thing on a swivel too. Right? He did work in that playoff series. He just he got hurt.
What's it called? I wasn't gonna put Paul George in there. What about our guy Deshaun Stevenson? Rival?
Not a rival. Rival is, D. Steve wasn't an offensive scorer, right? He was a defensive player. That he's like Lance Stevens, right? I'm an agitator. I'm getting under your skin. I'm trying to, you know what I mean? I'm trying to poke the bear type. You know, so I can say like back then, I think LeBron James, like when it came to just being poked, that Deshaun Stevenson did that the best.
You know, fun.
Yeah, man. Yeah, stop looking. It's done, man. Stop. Yeah, just like somebody said, it was Michael Jordan rival. Stop.
And they mentioned Isaiah. They mentioned Isaiah Ryder.
Yeah, just stop. Just don't throw no names out there, okay? Just don't throw no names out there, okay? You had to throw teams.
Yeah. Last question before we get up out of here. In the spirit of Bam Adebayo's 83, I don't think people really understand how hard it is to get a point in the NBA, let alone any stat. This is totally opinion based. Gilbert Arenas, what is the singular stat that is hardest to achieve in an NBA game? Point, block, rebound, steal, assist, technical foul.
Oh, well, give me the ones. Give it to me. You got scoring. You got what? What is the top rebounding, top assists, top steals?
Top of the rebounding in a game.
Yeah, it'd probably be assists and or steals.
55 rebounds. That was by Wilt. We know that.
That's okay. That one. Okay. What? Okay. What else?
Assist is what, 30 by Scott Skiles. I think it's Scott Skiles. Most steals in an NBA game. Steals is 11 total by Larry Kenon and Kendall Gill.
Okay. You can probably that would probably be that one would be the one that can be broken. 11 steals in a game, right? It all depends on a deflection or a block. Like Wemby can get that because a steal or a block can be you can go any way with that one, right? Rebounds not getting beat, right? Because with rebounding is hard because it's 9 other players trying to get the same thing, right? You're trying to secure that, so you're going versus 9 others. Now assists is very difficult too because you are relying on others to put the ball in the basket. See, the scoring one is kind of it's easy in a sense because it's your talent that you need to get that one. Assists, you need other people's talent to kick in at the same time where your vision is on point, where you're laying the ball right, where it feels good. Your passes is feeling really good. They got to be feeling good too. So assists, rebounding is going to be kind of any block one. Wemby can get that one. Whatever the block one is, Wemby a push that one.
Wait! Don't say that. No.
Unless it's something fair.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It's Wilt.
No, actually, it's not. It's not Wilt because I think this is before.
Oh, they didn't count. Yeah, they didn't count Wilt's because I read something it's on the record, but off the record, Wilt averaged 14 blocks a game if it was counted as blocks. So,
I got single game. Actually, they say it's Shaq, but I also have Elmore Smith at 17 blocks. Elmore Smith.
That can be beaten.
What?
Wemby can beat that. 17 blocks?
Yes.
You're 7'6" athletic. It means you're blocking. You can block jump shots. Yeah. What's the most Wemby's had so far? Netflix average 4 games? Yeah, he can. Yeah. All you got to play is play that last game of the season. Play the whole game. Them dummies trying to get their little points off. Yeah, you smacking all that.
His career high is 10
in 32 minutes. Come on, he can get that. That one's out. That was. Oh, and you know what I mean? It's him. It's just because he can block jumpers. Remember, he can sit here. You can pass it there. He can do this, right? So he can get these little tip tap, get him out of here blocks, and and before you know it, he's right there. Then from there, it's like, hey, you got 15, big fella. 3 minutes left. Hey, let everybody drive. Let everybody drive. I'm taking that out of there. Pretend you ain't looking. Ah, I got you. Yeah. But that rebounding, not happening. You're not getting that.
I was gonna say, what do you think the next record?
One, because we can shoot now. Yeah, we can make baskets today. Yeah. This ain't a whole bunch of people just throwing shit up there. Just you missing your own shot, right? Because you can't make layups, but you can jump higher than everybody else. Yeah. That 55, how many of them was offensive?
Let's see if they have the box score. 55 rebounds. Dang, you know who it was against too? It was
Who?
Bill Russell.
Oh,
Bill Russell.
Oh yeah, they both. Oh yeah, they all bricklayers. Bricklayer.
So they weren't tracking offensive and defensive. They just know he got 55 total.
Okay, what was the game?
132 to 129.
What was their box scores? Like what was they from the field?
Whoa. Okay, so it's a lot of offensive rebounds. Wilt Chamberlain that night. Think about who I'm saying. Wilt Chamberlain shot 36% from the field.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Bill Russell shot 15.
He shot 47.
He shot 47. Oh, shit. Okay.
He did decent. Now he only had 18 points, but
Yeah, he was in
he
a
shot 47. That's good
Yeah,
for him.
as I said, they was just getting their own rebounds, man. So yeah, that ain't gonna be beat.
Oh my God, this box score is so nasty. Okay.
That's what I said. That's why I asked it. If you look back at history, you're gonna be like, wait, hold on, man. Like we still counting this as actual goddamn stats.
Woo.
What year was that?
This was 1960.
Oh, so offensive goaltender wasn't even in yet.
It's disgusting. This is disgusting.
So I don't even know what they called it back then either. Then, like, what was the call then? Because it was an offense when his player shot the ball, he just grabbed it out of the air and scored it himself. Did they count that as a miss? What was it? Was it an assist?
They shot in the 60s on free throws. 61% for
Yeah.
Wilson. Oh my
Yeah, I'm getting all those offensive rebounds. Give me that.